I am fostering some kittens right now. They've been here for just over a week now. At the point they're at the moment, they'll probably be with me for another week and a half. I can do it. I'm strong enough. They're about 13 weeks old now. This one back here, her name's Anna. She apparently bites. She hasn't bit me. She's been so lovely and she'll crawl on my lap for cuddles now. She's so adorable. Oh, good girl. So good girl. So hopefully they find some really loving homes. I am going to try my absolute hardest not to get completely attached to them because they are adorable, but all kittens are adorable and I already have 3 cats. It was bad enough when I have to be like, hey, I'm Samantha, single, 3 cats. But they're beautiful. Not better way to try out this whole fostering thing than jumping in the deep end and taking on some high maintenance kittens.
Understand, I will be your warrior. I will fight back the dragons. I'll protect you and lift you up. Find the life you're meant to have. 'Cause this world isn't all bad.
3 months ago, these 2 beautiful kittens came to live with me for a while. They developed cat flu, which led to conjunctivitis. Anna had conjunctivitis when she first came to me, so she's had 2 rounds of conjunctivitis, and they had ringworm. The vet has given them the all clear and they're all good to go out for adoption. I have grown super attached and this whole time I've been thinking, do I keep them? You know, I don't know if I'm strong enough. I don't know if tomorrow I'm gonna come home with a broken heart. This is definitely not what I expected. And I'm just hoping that seeing them find some other beautiful people is going to be enough. So tomorrow could possibly be goodbye. I'll get through it somehow. So I'm about to have to say goodbye to this beautiful girl, Anna. I'm really dreading it. This feels like one of the hardest things. But this is fostering, so. Goodbye, honey. I'm gonna be here soon. And we're never gonna see each other again. But I love you so much, okay? I just want you to have the best life. And wipe away the tears. I'm fine. I'm perfectly fine.
Bye, honey. Bye.
Well, she's gone. It's the following morning. I'm actually feeling really terrible. I really got so attached. To see Anna go when I do have such a strong connection with her, and she was like my baby, like one of my cats. There's a whole lot of regret, and maybe I should have just adopted her. My heart is just really broken. I most definitely am not strong enough. What a 2019 it has been so far.
So something happened. I received a text message the other day, and Anna's adopter has decided to put her back up for adoption. And I know I should be sad that it didn't work out, but I can't help but be happy because I'm on my way now to pick her up and I'm going to adopt her. So I get her back. And I can't wait to see her again. I've missed her so much. But I got on with things and I figured I did it. I fostered them. And she's gone to a good home, and she was in a good home. It's just all been a bit much for her by the sounds of things, and she's not coping all that well with being around so many young girls and their energy.
and she's sort of stressing out and being anxious and stuff. So I'm hoping I can bring her home and that I can get her back to being comfortable and not skittish. I hope she remembers me, but there's no guarantees, and there's no guarantees she'll be as she was with me before, but that's okay. I can work with her and give her all the time she needs. My only worry now, because I'm going to separate her from my other cats, and you know, give them the best chance at the reintroduction to make the household as, you know, calm as possible. My worry is that when I fostered Anna, I didn't have my dog Gabby staying with me. So now I've got her, and she's a 14-year-old border collie. So she's so placid, she's no harm to the cats. She barely even vocalizes anything. She's just very loving and affectionate, and with the cats, like, one of them walks up to her and gives her kisses, and the other two, they just don't care. Like, they won't get trodden on, but there's no hissing. Like, it's really calm in my house at the moment, which did make me hesitate and think, do I want to do this? With the risk associated with bringing a new pet into the household. But I thought it through, and it's worth the risk. And if it doesn't work out, I've always got Cat Adoption Foundation right there, and we have to find her a different family. But I'm hoping with all my might that it does work out, and she is comfortable with there being a dog around and in the house, because she's never been around dogs before, so I have no information to go off of. But neither does most people when they adopt a cat and they've already got a dog, so I'll get to find out just like anyone else would, whether this is gonna work. But I'm so excited, so, you know, fingers crossed. I was just so relieved that she contacted me, made sure I was aware that Anna was going back up for adoption, and I quickly messaged back and was like, my first thought is I'll take her, but I just need to be sure. Like, it's not a decision you make on a whim. And so yeah, I thought it through. I talked with a couple of people, and I know 4 cats is a lot. 4 cats and a dog is a lot, but I can handle it. It's been wonderful having 3 cats and a dog. I love her to bits. I've just been and had a big haul at Kmart. Actually, let me get to my car and I'll quickly show you what I got from Kmart. Okay, so first big thing was a new bed, a new little cat cave for her. When we had the ringworm and I had to clean through everything, I did have to bin the beds that weren't able to be sanitized. So I've got a brand new one of those. I have a little cardboard cat scratcher. I think I might have like an older one the cats used in the garage, but I'm not entirely sure. It was only $5, so, you know, a good size. I'll put that in the bathroom where she'll be going again. And I have been in the bathroom and removed like my new clock that doesn't have broken handles, because last time they ripped them off out of boredom. I have put the toilet paper away because last time they tore that down all the while. And the plugs in the drawer, all the stuff for the bath is in the drawer. It's just basically an empty room and I'm gonna put some stuff in. I got a turntable, but that's not cat related. That just seemed cool. It sits in the shelf and it turns. So yeah, got that. And then I got this, which is also unrelated, but it's like a collar for Gabby at Christmas time, and I'll give it a little bit of a press and see how that turns out and whether she looks adorable in it. I got these little toys. I do have some toys that weren't out when the ringworm happened and weren't being used by my pets, so I do have some toys back at home, but I thought those would be handy as well. They had a brush for $3. Looks like a good brush, so I've got a few brushes, but I'm trying to keep things separate for the time being. I got some tennis balls because Gabby's decided she likes to chew on them, and they're also really helpful when my back is hurting to lay on them. If you've ever heard that, like put them on the points and it helps align stuff. So yeah, and a cute little collar. I buy collars all the time and just put them away in my cupboard for when one of the girls' collars gets like wrecked and looks awful, so I can replace it. And then I think that was $2 or something. And then I got a pink cuddly bath mat because I have wanted a pink one for a long time, and they're like $8.50. And I'm not sure what I've got clean at the moment, but I might have to pop that one down on the floor as another little area she can keep warm on. Luckily we are coming into summer now instead of it being like going into colder months, so there shouldn't be it shouldn't be too cold for her in there. I shouldn't have to worry about that. And this week is very mild as well. We're like low 20s, so okay, I'm now gonna set off on my way. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get any video of us meeting again, which is a shame. It would be really nice if I could, but I am going into their house and I believe that their girls will be home and all that, and so I feel like it's sort of an invasion of privacy if I get the camera out. But I imagine I will check in with you once I've got her back and set up in the bathroom.
So we've just got back finally. It was almost an hour drive and there was traffic and I'm really tired. I've been up for a long time today. So now I've got everything set out. I've got some food put down for her. I've got litter, scratching, beds and all that ready. So I'm gonna open the cage now, and I don't think she's gonna come out very quickly. And like, that's cool. We can chill. I'm gonna open this side too. Is that alright? Is that okay, honey? No. Okay, well I think I am very hungry and I have a bit of a headache, very tired, so I'm gonna get myself some food. She looks pretty content right now just to have a bit of a snooze in her carrier with a bit of a bed that probably smells familiar. Welcome home, Anna. It might be uncomfortable for me. Sit up again. Oh, here we go. Oh, honey. Hey, baby. Bundle of cat. He's a good girl. Turn off the light. Hey. Why not? Baby? No! Is that my first meow since you came home?
Do you want this? Oh, see this? It's big right now, isn't it? Good girl. Do I need to get you a kitten one? Excuse me, what about covering that, Pete? What? Thank you. That was a very thorough job after all that. Good girl. Excuse me, Anna. Meow. Thank you.
So it's now Friday night. I brought Anna home on Tuesday night, so she's been here for 3 days now, and she's doing really well. She has become more comfortable, she's toileted, she has eaten and drunk, and she's comfortable enough to be out in the room when I enter now. She's really loving the tunnel, and as soon as I go into the room, she's instantly coming out and sitting onto my lap and just loves the cuddles. I can pick her up, I can hold her like a baby, and it's really wonderful, and I'm glad that she's sort of showing the signs that it's working, you know. So obviously I entered into this with the possibility that it won't work out between my pets and her. Well, actually reverse that, her and my pets, whether she can get used to there being a dog around. But I have a really good feeling, so I am just hoping a lot, and I am going to put this out there, and you know, in my heart I feel like I have adopted her, so we're just going to fingers crossed, and fingers crossed, I did say crossed, that's right, and knock on wood, which I just did, that it all goes really well. I'll give you another update in a couple of weeks time when I start to introduce them. But I'm going to leave this video here for now. I did want to mention that I actually meant to make a video ages ago about the updates that I did get from both Anna and Piper's adopters, and I just never got around to it. I tried to film it a few times and things weren't working for me, so it never got made and it didn't end up getting up. But I have received some really positive reassurance from Piper's adopter, and she was fitting in really well, and they were, she was sleeping on her bed, and she was just absolutely in love with her, and she said she was perfect. And she sent me these pictures, I'll show you now, and it just really warmed my heart to see that. And then I think just 2 weeks ago there was a little update from Piper's adopter's mum, and she said, my daughter adopted a cat from you guys called Piper, and she is the most loving cat I've ever known. And there was an updated picture, which is this one. And so Piper is doing really well, and I really did feel with Piper that she was a cat I was looking after for someone else. But it was different with Anna, and you know, it didn't hurt as much to say goodbye to Piper. I've only got these 2 fosters to go off of, other than the ones that I did myself that, you know, didn't extend past 2 weeks. But I'm so glad it's worked out the way it has now, and I just hope I can give you more good news. But for the moment, she is an amazing cat. She's doing really well, and that's about all I can say. I'll update you in a couple of weeks. Thank you for watching this video. Like and subscribe. Actually, one last thing I'm going to finish off with. Hi, I'm Samantha. I'm single. I have 4 cats and 1 dog. And if anyone has a problem with that, I can refer them to the pre-chorus lyrics of A Million Dreams from The Greatest Showman. Thanks for watching, guys. I will see you again soon. Bye.